Ken onya po e chama wuntumi abende.
Na me kire wuntumi nyansa wo Ghana ha.
Eyi.
If Bawumia wins, there wuntumi. What will happen? Say emfa wuntumi asemba mu. What the cap? What ya me revelation so am de be ba no. Mr. Ado, maboni din. Say wuntumi okshinia. Wo koton ni nyoma me stop no. Many your body koton wuntumi ni. Yeah, what the kind wo koton ni nyoma.
Ene sana chaba wuntumi nsem de chare we a part 1. Now, finance beba. Anyway, let's move on. And the latest news we bring by. The patch with him say, NPP party de Charlie. And then ode my main fa Adwoa Safo. And then yet nyantie say Sarah Adwoa Safo ase odini nua be ma baako etuo kasa kakra. Ama me hu pictures bi wa maame no we pira. Honestly, I say we pray. Minim say Azadia, but I say we pray ankasa. Na NPP for so many kwa say Canada hene Agyapong ene yes ade no. And I'm say na Canada Agyapong so minim ni Ken so nko Kristo asafasore bi. Enti ade important ene call so a we dey tie Ghana ni aba bi SF na Ghana jollof tie nse ba o ka kire Canada hene Agyapong.
Kennedy akompre kwa Japan ene ne kwasiada anopeya. Wabo pa mi akosutu Adwoa Safo Kenyame nko akokuno. Sese obi akura nim baabi abaya no da ne tibiem Kennedy dia na wuji wo wiase se obi kura na ye wo wano a wodi kan ye se de wodi wanu si Ahmed Suale so edi ni picture kwato ho a obi bonu tuo no eku no sara na wodi wanu kosi Adwoa Safo de omo ka ho so se wo mo ntwen na obehunu behunu ana wa ma obi akobo omu tuo Kennedy wudini se proye kwase ampanyini dia na woje na oba wo ne wo mma mienu mpo wa huna so omunku na ene na omo aka abronya ne mu amuka ho munhwa mu ye pa na Kennedy dia tuo nam wo dia tuo nam kwase abema jimifo dwan opuro no so bitter wo ma ne kwam na ni MPP ani mu do obekum MPP fo kwase abema no wo pemakum jimifo Kennedy aboe wo
NPP party no. Abaya we. Yes, we are one of the NPP mpanyifo no. Akanchema wa mana kwatena UK. Na every single information in NPP be no release am on TikTok. And you also more. We are making me so that obe cheme no do bete. So more. Obe ya to say fie ni school no or as a teacher ni so no dey ba. E twa piao sao. It was also on the Sarah Adwoa Safo and in the man there, the course na Canada hene Agyapong na ye. One baby NPP ne recruit so me do. Party amotima sebe SS NPP na mena miso na minim NPP. Na ye nyansa for party o. That was the time when we knew the JH Mensens. JH Mensens me mount to stage e kasa ama hu se papa yi na wakasa. That time in the NPP party no, they were engaging tag of war among themselves. Where JH Mensa ni nuya ba enana Kufo eware no. Former President Kufo yere JH Mensa nuya ba. But JH Mensa ni Kufo equal contest on NPP's presidential primaries. Emma JH Mensa referred to Ira John Agyapong Kufo as Panchidada. And so sound kwasi asemu ye na ekosi obi ani ho di obi atem. Because after that, Kufo winning and JH Mensa, senior minister. That was JH Mensa was the first time I remember I'm a free BBC senior minister. And you Kufo didn't call contest yet on my position. Because that time, that contest was a very healthy one. And Nyansa for na eko. And the NPP party initially. Okasa we NPP niya. Ferry SM. Adwoa Safo ni niya. Konto kwa wa mu papa japade konto kwa. Eno efa Ken Agyapong hoben. Police for the statement abase. Adwoa Safo ni nuya nansem no. Omonsa ka nipa 6 bi. I don't think say it has anything to do with politics. Say as NPP for suma amount for some kodi Canada hene Agyapong atem. Police arrest nipa 6. Chale na me hwe ntuo pa kita amount for Ghana ho no. Ei. Kevitela le kan me ho adwiri me. Chale AK-47 ne pompa me ho pictures me mpese me ba beto ha. Ei. Masa Ghana no me Ghana yo because Ghana ya na it say me who how to describe Ghana. Now na me catch it say okwa santimema. Yesi nkrofo to say from Ashanti Defense Forces. Omo na matua kuku dampa ekita nkrofo no. Enye nsem ketwa. The same thing. Ena ye kwachi nkrofo we odobe kwa benya ho no mesa. Me say okwo hu putuo ni bia. Okwa Ghana da me so bi twetu de boat bi da. O ya Ghana no e ya chen America. America de kwa metisa man for the pistols and ye juma. But say Ghana no de ye de kukura ni bi o. Ene de boat mati po ya na number bi. Hey, Ghana near do say American statement of police for the buy. Now we see NPP Nibia. Catching say it has nothing to do with Kendo in Agyapong. Adwoa Safo ni microphone e come on tokwa. Adwoa Safo de mebo video audio be actually see here. NPP for mo ye nya ma bi wo NPP man na no me kan. Omo ya asin me ma. Yes say Adwoa Safo was the first person who fired gunshot. Sir Adwoa Safo but the American police statement in Chilobi, we are lawyer for Christo Safo. Young Conco Bisa said, DNA course, or say Adwoa Safo, and a decay tree to Kokora, a 2 year. Mammy or not, say on so tricky to Kuku common for how I come saying. NPP for any maybe a gangster more Mutino, almost seeing me on Betomo. NPP mental freedom, Ghana, and the assassin. Ghana Police Service has arrested 6 private security guards in connection with the shooting incidents involving Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo, which occurred in Kwabenya on 21st June 2026. Subsequently, a search conducted has led to the retrieval of 5 pump action guns. 5 pump action guns. 1 terrorist pistol loaded with 7 rounds of 9mm ammunitions. An additional magazine loaded with 5 rounds of 9mm ammunition and communication equipments. Into Omo to say Omo private security, they communicate among themselves. And Omo at the same communication gadgets search Omo chain and a bimukita pistols and a bimukita AK-47. Hey, massa. Kaish. Ghana. Mama ya Ghana ya. Ninyi na andana na do denko kufu ado no munya sa two way nyina no omo na ma omo sa two way nyina because o hwe double o kai double no ball Sam George asom no also ye adwuma the same you can say circle automobile phones any be fa na de call training coach them how to handle two and the NPP no two was you two in the chat man for keke what they own him Yanko bisa the lawyer for Christo Safo say e die poti ne ko ho obeka asem na kire oba joti eni ye Sarah Adwoa Safo say ona mo no wadan American gangster okotana America no as a minister na de okosuan tuoto e na de ba Ghana wo de tie.
It's all about the installation or introduction of the newly appointed leader. So per our constitution, as you know, our founder has passed on. And then there needs to be a replacement in terms of the leadership. And so the Constitution gave some powers to the Council of Elders to go through a process and appoint a new leader from among the sons of the founder. So they have gone through the process. They started a month ago. So they have gone through the process and now they have settled on one person. And then today they have wanted to introduce the said one person to the General Council. The General Council they represent the members. So today's program was to introduce the newly appointed leader to the General Council, who represent the entire membership of the church. So that was what the incident was all about, as in today's ceremony. Yes.
So who fired the shots then?
Who fired which shot?
We understand that Adwoa Safo Kantanka has been shot. True or not?
For that one, I can't tell. And for what I know is that after the introduction of the newly appointed leader to the members, after the ceremony, after the ceremony, they heard a very loud bang. And there are 2 gates, the northern gate and the southern gate. So they heard a loud bang at the southern gate. And then people were surprised. The bang came again, and then we realized that it was a car which was banging at the gate and wanted to enter. So I think there was a 3 bang So she banged, and they got to realize that it was Honorable Adwoa Safo who was in the car. So since she couldn't penetrate the case through with her car, she went to the northern gate. After that, and then she repeated the same thing. She banged it. She banged the second one, and then the security apparatus, the private security, indicated to her that no, what she's doing will cause casualties because there were still people in the premises. Because when you enter through the gate with your car, you don't know who you can walk over or drive over with a car. So they started firing warning shots to prevent her from coming, from entering the residence with her car. So as to whether they shot her, as to whether she was wounded, we've seen pictures around that. That's not what actually happens on ground.
But why were they preventing her from entering the church premises?
Sorry?
Why were they preventing her from entering the church premises?
No one prevented her from entering the church. If she had parked and then come down and then indicated that she wants to enter, that would have been all. But
is she not part of the leadership of the church?
Sorry?
Is she not part of the leadership of the church?
No, she's not part of the leadership of the church.
And when the decision of who becomes the leader of the church came up, was she not invited?
Yes. The Council of Elders, as far as I know, wrote to all the children, of the founder. But then, according to the Council of Elders, none of them honored the invitation.
But
that's the brief I've gotten.
She was on her way to the church premise, not so.
No, not the church premise. The place we held the ceremony was held. It's not a church premise.
Right.
Yes.
What place is that?
The place is a residence built by the son of the founder.
And why did she have to force her way through? If the church leadership indeed wrote to her to be present.
I think that question should be directed to her. I cannot answer as to why she wants to force her way there. Because if you want to come and then you get down, you want to come, no one will prevent you. So as to whether if she was prevented, then why should she force her way through? I think she should be answering the question.
You spoke about the gunshots as well, and I asked a question earlier. Who fired those shots and why? The shot.
Yes. Hello?
Yes. The shots. Who fired those shots?
I wasn't on ground, but we had gunshots. According to the briefing I got was that she fired the first shot. That's the briefing I got. She fired the first shot and then banged the gate with her car.
So she fired the first shot.
When she fired those shots, the security apparatus, the private security, also knew that the lives of people were at risk. So they were giving warning shots.
And we understand now that she is injured at the hospital. Can you confirm that for us?
Well, I can't confirm that.
Was any other person injured in that exchange of fire?
No, not that I know of. Not that I know of.
What is the leadership of the church going to do next after this incident?
So the matter is currently under investigation. So the security apparatus, the social security is also involved. So it's investigation. But as to the leadership of the church, we also conduct our investigation.
Yeah, so NPP for Enya and maybe Charlie a man de baby on the Munufie. My a lot of messages are was a lawyer no one kind of lawyer need the master in the Juma no on the Okofa lawyer there. Yabido Mike, Charlie me Bodini, Yamamo Dini years of Achame. Say Yabido Mike or Mike Yabido as to how you pronounce it or no. I say first message, I think say escaping me and why. All right. My main kind messages about. But one thing is according to lawyer, Adwoa Safo was trying to drive through or person then a car and hit the gate, the cool room thing go be there and say, why can't be false to be at the Nanka also? That is what the lawyer is saying. I'm just repeating exactly the same thing what the lawyer is saying. That's all kind of police force investigation. That is what they're gonna ascertain. That is why I'm saying this kind of things. But NPP, one who said Ghana, let's focus on Ghana first before we come back to NPP. Ebane say na Ghana you do level say to say everybody wants to get a private security. Security is the first and I mean, Ghana security, then I can private person a ball home buying keke. And yes, a was character or the boy fine. But they say in the security in their country, and according to be our pump action guns. How did we get there? That is something I don't even understand. Say, Christo Safo, Apostle Kojo Safo Efimu, then you see the name Sidinia. Why do we need pump action guns on private security people? I don't know. Maybe I mean I meant to, but why do we need those kind of things? If Otumfuo, if he say Uhe security, why must Otumfuo set up a private security gang in Ashanti region that they are able to handle pump action guns on the streets of Ghana? Police security mean why? How are we getting there? Me said say. So say a two no say among fam more and penifo no buy. What are they using a two no for? If I talk me question here. Let's assume that Ashanti Defense Forces Kumasi ho so mobile two for home so they are able to handle ammunitions. Let's assume say with a mobile two for home say omonko bo two for home two no dey no dey. Omunya two no he. How did they get the pump action guns in the society? And yes, I two na no dey kokoro no born there because I don't get the point. Me insurance here. Mental freedom, so what do you expect? Someone who spent a few weeks in the US started slanging. Hey, I just have to buy the Chalina Bravo Candy. I was in any was I just have for American. I said, Nesenka, Oba, Miyeso Senko, Betim Rukus Mukula Cambrofo. Hey, as a many. This as a man, I have been listening to Adwoa Safo recently and watching some of her videos and how she's behaving. As a man, I kika. Minim how says I don't know tell that there was a deal. Baby me who say Adwoa Safo ye kika bisa. I mean said that NT I didn't see ye. Anyway, and the mail say what a nonsense story. More story because Christo Safo I saw for there. That's so for na papa if you must say sorry na mukwa kusi. So how did we get to this point here? As he shoot to obi yam obi mam say many Ghana. Is it Ghana so for you na mama bodyguard so. Mama George na ba for we have call there. But I say what me join me. Why are there pa? No, Bob said the lawyer is contradictory. Lawyer need only na say man no. Could do court we be dey answer for. Who the court dey anymore? Be dey answer for. Sana lawyer for you na ensem keka mo kan sem no basa. Na won't me kura lawyer coach dey say won't me make kan kire say afu no do en nsu afa ni nyina. Na Adwoa Safo dey na Christo Safo lawyer na person make kan kure. Desmond say he's not speaking the truth. Hey, Desmond, they win story no man answer then. The political updates. I don't support violence, but what I have previously seen, how Kumsin spraying pepper. I always said that is what I'm saying because how Kumsin aside two no koto recently about the pepper spray. And I'm told them what to say ninja from. So why are we getting to this particular direction? As a NPP for a maybe a man is becoming so dangerous than NPP for. So why audio you watch the way out? What if I attempt the pa mami edi Agyapong?
Kennedy akompre kwe Japan ene ne kwesiada anopeya wabo pami akosutu Adwoa Safo Kenyame nko akuno sese obi akura nim baabi abaya no oda ne tibiem Kennedy dia na wuji wo wiase se yo obi kura na ye wo wano a wodi kan ye se de wodi wanu si amet so ale so edi ni picture kwato ho a obi bo ntuo no eku no sara na wodi wanu kosi Adwoa Safo de omo ka ho so se wo mo ntwen na obehunu ombehunu ana wa ma obi akobo omutuo Kennedy wudini se proye kwase ampanyini dia na woje na oba wo ne wo mma mienu mpo wa hunu aso omunku na ene na omo aka abronya ne mu amuka ho munhwa mu ye pa na Kennedy dia tuo nam wo dia tuo nam kwase abema jimifo dwan opro no so bitter wo ma ne kwam na ni MPP anim no de obekum MPP fo kwase abema no wo pemakum jimifo Kennedy aboe wo si abubu Obawe die na chise we o mani tu a onkoto se obete baabi onyi nanim adikere do Agyapong attempt to this level a die pa na chise dipa we o mani pepper spray o shewa on spray ngu wani
NPP party na training sa mano oba NDC ma na NDC were a maybe to say Anita the so mo, but they were brave women, but they were not like say yenko konto kwa yenko boni pass, they were not doing those kind of things. Ama benyodomo, they were not handling guns. But NPP they developers a maybe a juma omo ye o manum no chale. Kwa meje na na dan kwa kufa do ko ban vigilantism, but ono ankasa kwa no njindi. Eno there I have to admit, no njindi. Enti na waye din nti ne yakoso nyanye se na nado dan kwa kufa do ne onim. Ama me George na say they learn it from the Nigerians in Ghana. Well, then a very very bad situation. Very very bad. Because we are good. Yabido Mike say this country is very weak. We are not safe in the country, but I hope Obama and his ministers will help save us. I don't know, but me still know me who say bibi yakoso sa. I know there I have to admit. Because now no how to for so ko si ohini o kumase etin bikum. Etu am hu se kitekita omo no chale Ghana na de aje se bedu ba bi na nyina wonam ho na wape bia che ho na so pe bodyguard bi na do monam Jomai Abdul bibi aboko de na so do monam enye sa ade a masa enya ade obi abama ho to and Emil say just listen to what he's saying, it's all nonsense on Kenyans asemo yes asemo na sa Kwame Jason the Biaba was also Munufie. Please direct this question to President Mama. Asante Hennes armed gas. Kwa Ghana ya dana hensemo. Minia. It is in huna ama ministers cross race of the man became Kwame. Okwa ka adan hensem. William Cap, there's too many guns in the system. And a gun no. Me my worry is say enye gun kekeo. A pump action gun AK-47s. This any power also pump action gun with me. So say or bibi to say bomb crash at home. That is the problem I mind here face. Oh, Mama Georgina, that is some year with Chris girlfriend, right? Abaya with defend the Ghana your love. Chale me tima mena and some power can they say asemo and some power temper odino. Rikus, the base, say this woman who is attributing everything to Kennedy should be arrested immediately by Kennedy to face the consequences of the law. I heard say one take Ghana and onyine ni monzo Rikus bibiano or the voice keke udi atemena na the bibia to so. Then the masa also moi me say meti he wodo benyame wodo be hu adole be me obe to say woni me nana we wu cause no nim no obe that dress so style be Mohamed Amino, that's NPP. Hey, there are some NPP for Onyama Bia. Omoya poisonous mental freedom. A man or man not to say what they know, or they can't say uku would know. And I don't know how they or where they even get them from. I don't know. President Cook said this is a Kufuor and Kufuor's real legacy. The destabilization of our peace, patriotism, and sense of unity as a country, it's gone. They say Ghana na ya say no. The consistent group will buy a bija Ghana momo, and then they saw say Ghana belongs to them, and ya can yen kwasi afo. Ha, sa no momo di hunye mani nyina. Enti say won kan hu bi dia sebe we Jimini awo no, ya do ye hia enye ye. That is why I say kwabra na say obeba Ghana pa de ne obema eyes for agoro ne ho. Obema Ghana for American for agoro ne ho. She's not bold enough. A depolitical updates. Yes, I know why no. Why not say the name te baby? Na video so more masa or address what to say here. Wouldn't in the core class one. I know they are one for. There are people in Ghana who have to be banned from politics, especially in the parts of NPP. Say, what was a kukurumutina na say dear Juma? They marry. Ese di kukurumutino eye adwuma na se kukurumutino ye adwuma na se Ghana fo nim nipa ese to amana nka ye nkrofo bi ho a ye momokora men power no. Oh, that is the problem. Baba he Ghana ni ne behwe ade no de ade kitikiti bi na ekwakoto aba. That is the problem I have with some of us. Ye nyina ye kasa o enso bedu abato no so no obekona nipa na koto aba na kora afa ba bi a odwen ho kora wonte ase. She's for Baola that has been insulting President Mama and Honorable Ken ever since. I met that you met say, hey, now about me. Obapa would me address be my sin kwase abo wa jimi na say there. I don't know, ma'am, sometimes let me ask you. Eba ne say na so badi be ma tem say ya obi anka hwe. But say be ma no ko ka asem keke ke na matene asem no. Eba ne say na man is as a motata be ma ta. E dey important because me say that enti mo say ye. Ah, mama fancy wa. Obi kranche. Mama me question dey be ma mi say ni yentime nkasa. Munufie Politics, have you forgotten the late Omane Boma reported the missing of many ammunitions? Yeah, I remember very, very well. Why are there? Just before the 2024 election. That was just before this accident. Until one said, when Omane Boma accident by many people were even attributing it to some of these kind of things. But the way now a tour could do a circulating on the streets of Ghana. Say, hey, my man, hey? Hey, Asemo. Jumaya Abdul say, how can a civilian own a gun in the name of protecting some village chiefs? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe I don't know. I yet my name there. Into one say, you see, or so for Krana, Yetimian Nipa Bay 6 or Mukita 2 Akasia, may see 2 no Charlie. Police for statement on the buy and the quiet or mind the estimatino. Ma uhe 2 Nibia, Massa. And near a pound or more TV from microphone, Charlie. And easy. Inti Ghana and the Massa, you Juma, somebody baby, it's a is a penny money baby. Yes, I did, baby, a young cassa, a mine, a demanico, yatim, for an yes, a minor. Ha, Sana Mimus, ye, minor. It is up to us, send a bear, baby. Repacho, sir. Oh, any question I have, send a dear going to come pa. Also, I go na de. Ah, you be do. I go na de. I go na de pa. If I show you subscribe, you with me subscribe. Amame, with me like it, share, so I'll be very, very happy with that. Send me me because this particular platform, the Charlie, see ana idea go na say say be our ha.
Me Ghana need you. Because they said the one we never be president. Me Ghana need you. Ghana for Musorio. Ghana for Musorio.
Hey, Yamido. O se kero frata ide o temu the finance minister. Hey, akwa na chiwa chalo obeku. O chiwa obeku o so no Ghana prefer Ghana there. O se chaka where dey Ghana won si ho. Say, hey, finance minister pa dey timi bia na free my mo no say mine there. Where dey o ma. O se o ye na den Ghana o no won si ho da. Na mse ya wa o ma tra wa ja. O say America ede nti say wa kochoke baby e na wa tete o say mo pepe mo Ghana o me ma Ghana o aha John Anane yeah Ando, if I got your name correct now, as a country, we need to be very careful about the circulation of guns in the system. That's very true. Because I don't know how we are building the nation now. Obia timinya tuo. Ana tuo no so no. Me problem is enye tuo nketenkete nsu o zenka tetene ne ni matwera tuo. Aha binim so wa onim sa atwera tuo bi aye ne magazine for abo aye na nam ho na. But say dey as a man ya quadru level bi a che say tuo na circulating the system. Ne chale people kura utini di kura wo say eh. But dey mind it me. But anyway, it's up to us if that is how we want to build the country there. And nyina enye dey ho sa na empem nko aha we if any media gro mental freedom anameboa ya media gro man no nyina etimbi ebedu baabi oda dem na obi baabi yiwe pia bonte na nye odebe ye no oda kwakoye o say ni wi a na se me na de be miame bokwa na de miame na fide makama no otum why be nya na enya o enya we na enya because say man na ye nyina cheche no mpanyifo na ye so mokasa no ye de hunhuna na tata mama mo so kwa ne obi antimi nkasa so it's like that. If I just always any question wait me Ediaba. He say Ghana Mohammed Adam say Ghana is USA brother. He say Ghana than US. Obi ana wa o two ba ku be o da share the ho. He say me so say Ruku square say be kaka wo so be kasara wa twetwu no so de nam o didi wachi. Say mine ya na yetim yes say mine no. Asay no. And to be patched, so any question I'll be to me about this particular show, they say and you share ideas together, right? Now if you na a koyanim. Me who say Mrs. say unu can say as we want the Kennedy or Agyapong pay and pass with a check Kennedy or Agyapong. Sana is a bayano.
Na make sure won't to me answer or Ghana. A ben mama.
Yo, chama won't to me. Kennedy Agyapong so actually when a phone now called doyano. A phone no dear potty any see ever from ho. Chama won't to me say or by chile idea cause we from ho.
Say sure to say see offin na enkran. Yeah. And cobra na enkran. What you say? Oti ena enkran. But ene a man for bebre fie since you ta ultimate cross. Even main road you cannot cross. Enti aye no Safo no ene nsuo yiriye ena bebe fire. Abroni nyina de koye se de nsuo bubu amanfo dan ye no. Enti a natural disaster.
Asemu. Poyando. O boss say natural disaster food nyina. O say nsuo be for food nyina natural disaster. Dey na wo kan kire mampanyi.
Mampani we de akoto srew. Wa no tumu bi. E ma wuntumi nko prison. E koto srew. Mampani enim se we father for all. But modin e ma wuntumi nko. E ma wuntumi nko. E koto srew. E paucho hwe.
Hey, Ken. Yes, ma wuntumi nko prison. Na NPP party no wo betena ma na so be free mu. Ken, mesraw. Isa wan sa de mame.
When we need 4th November now. On free MPP
Condition. Yes, I'm free, but metin, no metin.
There be waiting to na na do dan ko fado. Ken so better NPP mo betiti omo. Na chama wuntumi se de ne ko. E ye wona hunu na ase hwan.
Ghana mra e na ehunhun no.
Ene asem na jeta. Abusiafo, this is the debate with Munufie. In short, debate my friend Munufie Politics. Mary Amali say chama wuntumi think Ghanaians are fools like NPP supporters. Or see in ya bi in adwuma. Or say 100,000 acres of land. Nsuo de nyina ko. Na no mi na fuuri nyina de bai. Afuo no atebubu kwam dan so okodo no. Nsuo bi anto ho. Enti ono ko ni afuo okodo ya nsuo timi de ko. William Cap says Chinese and Wundme are one flooding the country with guns. On the third pa, the court pa, the country such a wound to me. I'll be very surprised. Me can't judge or the bar, a man a bronya style, or the Tino, so the baba. I was here for a name in the best of how. And I'm here or China, Monday, 22nd of June 2026. If I born see 7 p.m. Ghana time, but you'll make a date with me na inina yensum emum. And next Sunday, so let's celebrate with our dear God Bompire na wakaime.